Trip in Houston, Texas. It's the 354th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris.
And thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. We very much appreciate it. You're watching on the old YouTubes? Cool. Make sure you hit subscribe, turn on the notifications. That way you know when we update these, videos and stuff. So you can, get in on there and see what the hell's going on. Also, you can leave a comment down below because, we like comments sometimes. Now, if you want to interact with us a little bit more directly, you can do so on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter at HWrestling Radio. We also have an Instagram that I hardly ever use, but it's there. Houston Wrestling Radio on Instagram.
I don't know.
Even
I'm
know
not a picture guy. Look at this face.
Yeah. You have a face for radio.
Yeah, so do you.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know. We should go back to just Podbean.
We tried.
Yeah. All right.
How you been, man?
Woo! Ow! Fuck! Ew. 4-0, baby.
And Roughnecks.
4-0.
Miedo. Pendejo, desgraciado, gasto de esperma inútil. So,
yeah.
How was the Big D?
Oh.
If there's anyone I know that loves the D,
it's Aaron. So I went up to Dallas with our buddy Aaron to watch the Houston Roughnecks play the Dallas Renegades in the fourth week of the XFL season. And I was a little... Apprehensive, I believe is the correct word. I was a little apprehensive because, hey, we're going into enemy territory, Yeah,
it's fun.
I got tickets for free. Thank you, Hector. You the man, Hector. I was like, man, I don't know how this is going to work out. I mean, yeah, it's not the Texans playing at the Cowboys because that'd be even more wild. But still, there's that Houston-Dallas rivalry. If you're from Houston or if you're from Dallas, hell, you're even from Texas, Dallas folk and Houston folk don't get along. Austin, San Antonio, you alright. But Dallas, fuck them motherfuckers from Dallas.
I could have told you that. I've been there before.
Yeah. So it was like, all right, well, we're going to have to see how much on our P's and Q's we're going to have to actually be, right? Because we weren't sure. But as it turns out, okay, full disclosure to kind of get to put the pretext on here.
Yeah, this is my first time eating these.
Yeah,
that's
Ferrero Rochers. You've never had a Ferrero Rocher?
No.
They're good, man.
You and the Big D and me with the chocolate balls.
It has a lot of nuts. If you like hazelnut, it'll be okay. It's just a nut. It's a nut and chocolate with a little wafer in between. That's it.
Okay. So, Dallas.
Anyway. So, yeah, we got the tickets for free because our boy Hector has season tickets here at Houston, TDECU Stadium. They made a offer, said, hey, any season ticket holders can go up to Dallas.
For free.
And all you have to do is just ask and, make it up there. Well, he couldn't make it up there, so he gave the tickets to me and my boy Aaron. So, we drove up to Dallas. 4 tickets for free, and as it turns out, I guess that whole section that we were in, it was all the same dudes in the same situation where they got those tickets for free because their season ticket holders are gonna. So we were sitting next to just a bunch of other season ticket holders in the end zone on the second level.
Was it packed?
So this was at the same stadium that the Rangers used to play in. So it's huge. It's an former MLB stadium. Yeah. So the second and third levels, and I think there's even a fourth level on one side where behind home plate, those entire levels, nobody was there. But the bottom area, it got filled up with a bunch of nasty Renegades fans. But it was filled up. They had a filled up arena and our stadium, whatever you want to call it. And then our section, which was behind the end zone, but on the second level, nothing but Roughnecks fans. All the Houston folk were there, which was great because we got to heckle with impunity. However, we did have 2 sets of dudes in our area that were from Dallas. So one dude and his homeboy on one side, another dude and his homeboy on the other side, kind of a couple of rows behind us, surrounded by Houston fans and Roughneck fans. And it was fun as hell, dude. We also had noticed that down there on the other side, by the sideline, there was one guy who was really loud and obnoxious Roughneck fan who was in the middle of a sea of Dallas fans who he had on like the Legion of Doom shoulder pads with no shirt, with one of those little Roughneck hard hats, running around, jumping up and down, yelling, getting into people's face and shit.
He must have bought those tickets separately.
But he was down there, and we were up here, and we were like, yo, you in the wrong section, bro. But we were like trying to clap him along and show him love, and whenever something happened, he'd go, yeah, to all the fucking Dallas fans there, but then he'd look up at us, and we were like, yeah! It was great.
I missed the game. I know we won.
We won.
How did MVPJ do?
Boy, that boy's my MVP. MVPJ did great. He had another really solid game. We actually had a little bit of a running attack going at the beginning of the game, which isn't anything that June Carroll was, or June Carroll, our coach, anything that he wanted to do. But we had some good running, good passing, and yeah. Now it wasn't like the biggest, he was throwing a bunch of bombs, but it was a solid game offensively. What was cool though was defensively for the Roughnecks, we had 4 INTs, baby. 4 interceptions that game. 4 of them. The last one came within 2 minutes of the end of the game. The Roughnecks were up by 7. And Dallas was in the red zone, ready to score within 2 minutes. Pick! Right when that pick happened, dude, so many blue jerseys started walking out. So what did us in our section with the red jerseys do? Na 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 na, na 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 na.
Oh hell yeah,
dude! We booed their own people out of their own arena and sent them packing while we were there. Houston Roughnecks. Yeah. Oh, dude, it was badass, man. It was so much fun. It was a good game. Good game. What did you think of the Ferrero Rocher? You took a bite, you set it aside.
Not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad.
Not good?
It's middling. I'll get there.
I could stick a whole one in my mouth and be happy.
I bet you could do several and still be happy.
Yeah.
If it's dark with chocolate nuts, yeah.
So this is a classy joint, Ferrero says.
One word to summarize AEW Revolution.
Exciting. It was an exciting show.
Defend yourself.
Well, I'm eating a Ferrero Rocher.
So while you do that,
I'm still masticating.
Andrew Williams, who was at the show, just posted a GIF of some guy screaming, "Justice!" Jason Wynn, amazing. Very fun show with little bit of everything. That fall tag team was awesome. AEW killed across the board this week.
That was definitely more than one word.
Yeah, that was more than one word. Amazing was his word.
Amazing.
But he added a lot of shit after that.
All right, what about you? What's your one word?
Satisfying.
Okay.
It was good. It was everything I thought it was going to be. My negatives turned out to be were premonitions that did come true, but they didn't hinder from the rest.
Okay.
I've kind of felt bad for the girls being in the spot that we're in on the card.
Okay.
But it was refreshing because the match was slower than everything else. Everything was boom, 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 except the girls and pockets.
But the girls' match wasn't bad.
Wasn't.
I liked it a lot.
Nice finish. Thank God fucking Nyla's other leg cleared the rope. Otherwise, that would have been nasty.
Yeah. But I really liked the match. Yeah. I really did. I think they did a good job because I think Statlander and Nyla, but Statlander in a few matches, a couple of weeks ago, she whiffed a couple of things, almost botched something here and there, but I think she really tightened up in this match. In a good way.
What's your match of the night?
Man, I don't know. I'm leaning towards the tag match. That's what I'm leaning towards.
Okay.
But I could be convinced for either the main event or Pac versus Cassidy. For the sheer entertainment alone.
Okay, so I've heard people rave about the tag match.
Yeah.
With blinders on, that tag match was awesome as fuck.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't watching it with blinders on. I was in Scott's living room with old man Travis in tow. So the three of us are watching the show. And Scott is flipping the fuck out of so many near falls. And where this could have ended and this could have been, is like, oh man, he hit him, Paige hit him with the fucking one-winged angel. It's gotta be over. I was like, watching kick out. I was like, if this motherfucker kicks out, I'm not paying for shit. And I was like, and then he kicks out, and I was like, motherfucker, big talk for someone that already paid $40. And the kickouts kept coming and kept coming.
So you think there were too many kickouts?
I thought that there was at least a couple of spots where it could have been like, all right, end it here. You're good. End it here. You're good. All right, now you're starting to drag on. When other people, you know, Scott's been to, he's already been to a Dynamite show with me. He's going to another one in a couple of weeks. We went to Double or Nothing last year. So he's an AEW guy. When you got an AEW guy pointing out your flaws.
When he's going, oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the safe word came and went, bro.
Okay.
And so I noticed that. I took his weight in that.
Okay. But it was still so pretty.
It was pretty. The Bucks.
Pretty.
You know, here's the thing. The Bucks, as much as I like them, as much as I like their matches, I think they can serve themselves better if they're heels. Their matches are more entertaining as heels. They sell more as heels. There's more psychology to their matches as heels. Their matches, honestly, aren't as spotty as heels because they're a little more vicious. You could tell that there's a method to the madness when they're on the heel side. Mm-hmm. I think you made the comparison last week that match, the build-up to that match, kind of felt like a couple of years ago when it was the Golden Lovers against the Young Bucks, and that match was on our Match of the Year list that year. So there's a lot to like in that. My biggest takeaway is, goddamn, Adam Page is made.
Oh, really?
When you got Chicago fans booing Omega and booing the Young Bucks and raving over Adam Page, all right, you're made. All right. You're over. Okay. And he teased it afterwards. He'd go very ready to hit him with that buckshot on Omega and his partner. Like, nah, play it. Come on, let's go get shit-faced. It was good.
Yeah.
Borderline great. But I have two matches that I think supersede them all. Before I get there, Cody versus MJF was pretty. It was a great story. Yeah. Another example of I don't tune in for Cody's wrestling. I tune in for the story that Cody's in. Good Cody point. With Aldis, Cody with Dustin, Cody with Shawn Spears, Cody with Jericho because of the title. Yeah. And now Cody and fucking MJF. It's really well done. But damn. Match one of match of the week in general. Pac and Cassidy.
Pac and Orange Cassidy, huh? Dude, I absolutely...
It's polarizing.
I absolutely adored this match. And I think it was because he still kept the character, the gimmick, the goofiness, but still did stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that was like... And it felt like it worked, you know? Like, I was afraid that he was either going to get squashed or he was going to abandon his character just because he was going to try, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's this badass wrestler. No, he did it both, and he mixed it together, where it was like, okay, put my hands in my pockets, but I'm going to be able to dodge you, and I'm going to be able to do a
reverse arm drag
with my hands still in my pockets. Like I was like, all right, so he's not trying, but he's still skilled.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not like the facade of the character was broken. It was like the character is still there, and he is also talented. So it's not like he's talented, but he plays like he doesn't try. No, he's literally talented, but doesn't try. You know?
devil's advocate.
Okay.
Because I've heard a lot of this and read a lot of this online as in the last couple of days. Did you make one character in sacrifice of the other? And by that I mean,
no.
Does the image of the bastard Pac get ruined because he sunk down to Cassidy's level and did the play kicks in the beginning?
Hell no. Because I could see that Pac was trying to do it almost as a mockery to him. Like, because he didn't do it right, like, from the beginning. All right, this is your stick, so I'm going to do it. Like, no. Like, Cassidy was doing his thing. Pac was like, this motherfucker's really doing this.
The bell rang. We're wrestling. And he's still doing this.
It's like, okay, you want to do this? You want to do your little stupid kicks? All right, let's do the little stupid kicks. Really? Okay, fine. Get another stupid kick. And they're like, all right, let's do this. And then he is the one who got because he was mocking too long.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. I don't think that we buried Pac. We didn't bury Pac at all. Pac still won.
Yeah.
He still won the match, and he should have.
Yeah.
But Orange Cassidy, we got to see that he's not one-dimensional, only funny, haha, and that's it. He's funny, haha, but he's literally is like he's not a character that's being played as somebody that's, you know, just incompetent. No. He's a guy that somebody can relate to. A lot of folks can relate to. I might be able to relate to, where he underachieves. Is he a good wrestler? He is. But he's lazy.
He knows he's not going to be Hulk Hogan.
He's like,
he knows he's not going to be Steve Austin.
So put my hands in my pocket. Whatever. I'm not going
to
try.
And then even towards the end, I'm going to live by my ways and I'm going to die by my ways. And while Pac's chopping the shit out of him, he still puts his hand in his pocket.
Yeah.
He takes it.
Yeah,
you know?
So it's like he's an underachiever, but an adorable, lovable underachiever, and eventually, at some point, the next layer of his character is going to have to be, all right, dude, you need to really try it. You need to start winning stuff. At some point, it's going to be like that, and he's gonna have to face that. But this is his first match, his first time out there. He still didn't really care. It wasn't for anything. It was
you still have your hands in your pocket.
Yeah, he has his hands in his pocket, and you're like, all right, fine. You know, but eventually that's going to have to come out because he keeps losing, and eventually somebody's going to have to try to talk some sense into him to have him not lose and for him to actually try.
I know Pac has been around at least, 10 years?
Probably.
Yeah. I still think he and Orange Cassidy are exhibits A and B. I'm taking it back. Exhibits C and D of what the future of AEW is looking like.
What's A and B?
My other candidate for match of the week from that show, Darby Allin and Sammy fucking Guevara.
That was a good ass match.
Damn. The psychology in that where Allin didn't wait for the match to start. He dove out and caught Guevara by surprise. Guevara took advantage of the fact that the match still hadn't happened, so he pulled out a chair and did that 485 side. My math sucks. But he does he did the Blanca roll.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was pretty.
Yeah, very. And the match just kept going, dude. I was pleasantly surprised by that match. I was admittedly worried, and I don't know if that was supposed to be a diving headbutt head-to-head or if that dive was a legit botch and didn't go all the way through. I don't know what Darby was aiming for, but man, between Saturday and Wednesday, dude, that coffin drop that fucking Darby hit on Wednesday on damn near everybody in the inner circle was perfection.
Yeah.
Loved it. And the way he ate that fucking Judas effect at the end. Yeah, but I'm torn between those two matches. Cody and MJF, again, was good, but there's some production cues that were off. Didn't see where MJF got busted open. Didn't see where MJF got handed the ring. There was a lot of things.
You had to really be paying attention to see the ring.
Yeah, but I'm loving AEW, so I'm paying attention to everything. And if I don't see it, you're doing weird crowd shots when we should be seeing the shit that matters.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Overall...
what about the main event? We didn't talk about that. Main event, Moxley versus Jericho for the title.
Not in a negative way, but I'm not sure there's much to talk about. He won the belt. I wanted it to happen. I was ready for it to happen. The second AEW World Champ. All right, I'll run with it.
Okay.
Promo on Wednesday was good. Jericho trolling the Super Trolls. You're like, oh, this is the part where he takes his 2 months off because he's in a tour with Fozzy soon. And just for them to be like, oh, wait, but Jericho, he did what he said he was going to do. All right, so we're doing this for another week. All right. So he pulled the rug on everybody.
So,
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Do we want to talk about this, though? Hold on. Do we want to talk about what I talked about last week, where my anticipation level was a little low because this is a former WWE guy versus another former WWE guy who still has that stink on him of being from the E that are fighting for the title. And then you had the title change onto Moxley. Is Moxley the right guy to have taken it off of Jericho?
Well, they built the story well enough for me to buy it.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only defense I can give it.
I mean, you buy it, but are you excited about it?
Excited is like a 9 or a 10. I'm like the level below excited.
Okay.
So I'm happy about it. But again, there's so much on that brand you can like if there's one thing you don't like.
Well,
yeah. So everything else is like just...
Hey, we gotta have equal opportunity bashing around here, though, man. You gotta...
Okay, equal opportunity bashing. For what I saw of Dynamite and what I saw of NXT, I think NXT might have had the better show.
Okay. Now, this week, I chose to watch NXT first, and then I fell asleep, so I didn't watch AEW at all.
Okay, well, that's your loss, but it's okay. It happens.
I mean, I know what happened because I read stuff.
I'm going to throw it out there. Match of the week candidate. It's cage match with the girls. Yep. Awesome storytelling. The finishes of the finish of the cage match was interesting and unique to me. Raquel Gonzalez. Okay, I'm digging her.
I think now I'm finally on board with Tegan versus Dakota being an actual feud. Because remember a few weeks ago I was like saying that, well, they only seem to have been friends for long enough to establish that they're friends just to the end of there's going to be a backstab angle. Like I've never seen them as friends, but now I see them as a feud.
I think there were subtle hints dropped during the Mae Young Classic of Tegan Nox when she was first in it about being a partner of Team Kick. But those are like Easter eggs that you had to hunt for.
Yeah.
You know, but I think now, I agree with you. I think now there's enough blood in that feud that it like eclipses a lot of stuff on that brand.
How long have we been doing this show?
8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
And you've been on since 7?
Mm-hmm.
So, me and you, 7 years on this show. You stab my back, or I stab your back. Go do another show. Do something crazy like that. There's beef where you have a 7-year history. Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai, they don't have that 7-year history there to pull from, and that's why I felt like it was a little saccharine. It was a little forced that, oh man, they're best friends, and they pulled them, they were really best friends. Like, I ain't never seen them together.
To NXT's defense, this isn't the first time that they bring outsiders from a indie promotion that we don't know. We didn't know what an Uha Nation was. They just threw us Apollo Crews and we went with it.
Yeah.
You know, so people might have known this that watch PWG or watch ICW or watch whatever they were on and understand that have that knowledge that we don't.
Yeah.
So that's the break I'll give it. But there was some unique stuff in there. I liked it. I kind of really didn't want to watch the Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong match. I don't know what it was. It feels like there's not a lot of legit baby faces in NXT. Everybody just wants to be cool.
Okay.
You know, and for Velveteen specifically, I kind of get the feeling that once NXT went on USA, Velveteen really got PG-13'd or really PG'd. Like, this isn't Velveteen versus Alistair, Velveteen versus Cassius, Velveteen in the ladder match. This feels like a watered down character of Velveteen Dream.
Do you really think that's watered down? Because, I mean, he's putting the dude's wife on his tights, and he's talking about boning her.
Yeah, but he's put stuff on his tights before. But that goes back to...
But I don't think he's been diminished. Maybe maybe in your mind you're misrepresenting the diminishedness of him with just the fact that he was gone. So I don't think that they've toned him down. I think he's still the same person he was. It's just, you didn't see him for a long time, so he wasn't all up in your face.
That could be it.
Think so?
What about Cole versus Dream at WrestleMania? I mean, not WrestleMania, TakeOver, since they teased it at the end of the episode. That Velveteen sacrificed a win against Roddy by throwing him out of the cage just to lock himself up with Cole and get some of Adam Cole.
I don't want to see Roddy and Velveteen again because of the ending.
Yeah.
The ending, now that beef is with Cole. It's not with Roddy.
Yeah.
And if this was Velveteen's plan all along, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Try to get under the skin of the underling just so that you could coax out the top guy. And then you got him trapped literally in a cage. You got him right where you want him. That was the plan. Okay, great.
And you stood tall.
And you stood tall. You sprung the plan. You were holding the title. You were literally on top of the cage. Make it out with the belt. Doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, that's where the story is now. The story isn't with Roddy. Velveteen was using Roddy to get to Cole. So yeah, I don't want to see Roddy versus Velveteen at TakeOver. I want to see Velveteen versus Cole now.
Yeah.
At the expense of Cole and Ciampa, Cole and Gargano, Cole and Finn. I kind of want to see Cole. Lee. Yeah. No, now I want to see that.
Jake the Snake Roberts. You missed this. So
I missed it.
Cody's in the ring cutting a promo about MJF, and out comes Jake.
Yeah.
Fuck me sideways. Among all the other stuff he said, he ended the promo with, I've learned in my life not to turn my back on people that I respect or that I fear. And then he followed that up by turning his back on Cody and throwing the mic in the air and throwing it right to Cody and caught it and left. So he's got a client that he's going to debut soon that's coming after Cody. So that's the next story in the Cody chapter, in the Cody book.
Okay.
Is Jake Roberts. So anytime you bring Jake on my television, that's one of my heroes.
Yeah, you love Jake Roberts.
Yeah, so I'm all in for that. Anything else from NXT or AEW?
Nah, I mean, overall, the AEW had a really great pay-per-view. Top to bottom. I at the end of the year, we may say that this is a potential show of the year, depending how well it ages, right? But I don't think there was a bad match on the card. So, yeah, it was really good.
One more thing.
Oh, shit.
Tell the people what we watched before we hit the record button tonight.
Oh, we watched NXT UK.
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
We watched Walter versus Mastiff.
The Bomber.
Damn, dude.
Baby Vader. Woo!
That match was ugly. That was an ugly ass match.
Bowling shoe ugly. Houston Wrestling Radio co-host ugly.
That's real ugly. God damn.
Yeah. But I watched it.
Yeah?
Shit was good.
It was ugly.
It was good. Yeah. There's a couple of spots that I thought were kind of iffy. Commentators. I got thrown off by Ed in English on there because I was expecting Nigel McGuinness and Todd Phillips when Tom Phillips first moved over there, it was him and Nigel. And I liked them a lot.
I don't mind Aiden English on commentary.
He's coming around for me in general. Because I watched Aiden on 205. Not too bad. You know? But goddamn, that match was ugly.
Yeah.
In front of 40 people. I mean, it was in York, England. So it was like the size of an Oreo. So
Old York.
Old York, yeah.
Yeah.
They could have just
size of a peppermint patty.
Better chance at New York.
Yeah.
But shit, man, that was good stuff. There's a Valkyrie chick that debuted on that same episode. I'll have to go back and watch it. I was kind of curious to see what she has to offer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back and watching that. I missed NWA. That's the episode where Zicky Dice beat Ricky Starks for the TV title.
Okay.
So now we already have a new TV champ. Raw and SmackDown. Man, I still believe that there's something towards the conspiracy theory of, when we're in a big city, we got to load up the card. You know, they're in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So they teased us with Asuka versus Shayna. They teased us with AJ versus Aleister Black. They teased us with Seth Rollins and fucking Buddy Murphy against the Street Profits. So it was fun.
I like how everybody's referring to him as Buddy. When he's supposed to just be Murphy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come on, buddy. God damn it.
I hated the bait and switch. I tuned in right at 8 o'clock because I wanted to see AJ and Aleister Black.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it. Oh, but no, you got to fight Carl Anderson. All right, cool. Carl Anderson's cool.
Yeah.
Fucking finalist in the G1 Climax twice. I'm down with that. Aleister versus fucking Carl. Match was all right. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, halfway through, I was like, oh, fuck. It completely left me. Like, oh, I know where they're going to go with this. Beat
Gallows.
Anderson. Here comes Gallows. Like, ah, fuck. Here we go. And then the Smosh finish. And then here comes AJ. He's like, all right. Give me the gong. Give me something. Come on. Give it to me. And fucking Aleister Black has his first loss on Raw.
It wasn't that good of a match either. Because when I saw that, it was Aleister versus the Baldies. You know, one and two.
Yeah.
I fast forward through those matches just so I could get to the AJ, and Aleister versus AJ beginning without a head start where they're both on 100% rest, I'm sure would be great. Mm-hmm. But after going through two other matches, even if it's the Baldies, you know, it just wasn't the same because he was already hurt and selling, and at that point where he was supposed to be tired. So you didn't get to see the oohs and the ahs that could have been a match between these two. Now, that may be really great booking because you kind of get it without really getting it. You get a little sniff of the sizzle.
The tip.
Yeah, you get the tip. You know, like, okay, I really wanted this. I want more. Okay, great. But if you're not a fan...
If you use the tip enough, you're going to come. But you want all of it.
If you're not a fan of getting teased with just the tip, and it's like, God damn it, just put the whole damn thing
in. Just
do it. If you're one of those type of folks, then you'd be really frustrated at this match.
Yeah.
You know, and I was. Dry. I was, because it was like, this isn't really what I want to see. I don't want to see a half-speed Aleister Black versus an AJ who's hot dogging it because he's just trying to prove a point and be a heel. No, I want to see both of these guys at 100%, at full speed, going after it one-on-one. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah. Well, they got to give up our $10 for that because we're going to get that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Goldberg versus Roman. So we're not going to get a number one contendership match for Goldberg's title, huh? We're going to just give it to Roman.
Yeah. Okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I mean, thumbs down. I think we already talked about this last week as well, where at this point it's not about Roman. You know, it's more about Goldberg.
Were you surprised that the crowd shat on both of them in that segment? Did you watch that segment?
On SmackDown? No.
On SmackDown? Oh my God. They chanted, "You both suck." They chanted, they were booing for both of them. It could be a fucking train wreck, dude. Unless they open the show with that. Get it over with. Give Roman the belt. Go home. Bye. Chingat. We got better stuff on the card.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing. You don't have better stuff on the card because
you have the christening of the chosen one, Drew McIntyre, taking the belt off of Big Brock, or possibly,
Yeah. But he may not.
There's a lot more intrigue in that than
Roman Goldberg.
It's Spearfest 2020.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like I was saying last week, just to reiterate, it's really, really sucks. I'd rather see Brock versus Goldberg because that way you just ruin one match instead of ruining two with Vince's guys, with Brock in one match and then Goldberg in the other. Like, I don't like that because, yes, you're right. Drew has a chance and there is more intrigue than the other one. But for the most part, right now, I'm not convinced that Drew's going to beat Brock. Mm-hmm. And while I like the fact that Drew won the Rumble, I'm not sold yet on the actual Mania match. And I was kind of hoping that I would get the marquee stuff, the stuff that's catered to me, the stuff that I might like with the other title match, with The Fiend versus whoever, and, you know, maybe, even if it was
you
Roman,
saw Raw, right?
Yeah.
Did you like the promo with Drew catching Brock by surprise with the Claymores?
Yes.
Putting Drew over? I think that so far that's made Drew... Other than
hey, grab the belt.
I didn't watch the promo last week, the sit down with Drew, but I think this so far has done the best work of actually making Drew a threat, more than winning the Rumble. This is true. More than winning the Rumble match. I think this has made Drew somebody that you might actually have. You could suspend your disbelief enough to think, oh, he can beat Brock.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We need more of that. We need more of that.
But I kind of got a really big law of reverse momentum vibe out of it.
Oh, we still got 4 weeks.
I know. That's the only saving grace. We still got 4 weeks.
Yeah.
If this was right before Mania, if this was on the go-home show Mania, I would have been like, God damn it, Brock's winning. But I'm kind of hoping that Brock gets the better of him within the next couple of weeks. That way we could do the reverse of the reverse momentum.
All right, man, not to put you on the spot, but since we're talking about it, it's been a week. Coronavirus is here in town.
It is.
Officially.
Yeah.
Are you aware now that this exists?
Yes.
Are you aware that this is a big deal?
Yes.
Are you aware this is a problem?
Yes.
Are you aware that there's already 7 confirmed cases in Tampa?
I was not aware of that. I was aware that there was 2 in the greater Houston area, one in Fort Bend and one somewhere else.
Yeah.
And like really close, but I didn't. I mean, who gives a shit about Tampa?
On the odds of between 1 and 100, 0, no chance in hell, 100, I'm pretty fucking sure. Do you actually think WWE will cancel WrestleMania because of the coronavirus? What are your odds? What percentage do you give the coronavirus putting down Roman and Goldberg?
40.
40. You're at 40.
40.
They announced earlier in the week that as of now, they're still going forward with this. Plans could change. We still got 4 weeks.
40.
But right now you're at 40%.
I'm at 40, and the reason why is because while yes, this is technically a pandemic, it's not a lethal pandemic.
3,000 are dead.
Right, but most of those folks that have died are old or young. People with compromised or weakened immune systems. If you catch
undeveloped immune system.
Yeah. If you catch coronavirus, if I catch coronavirus,
some Lysol, some Robitussin, we'll be all right.
We'll be all right. I mean, it's probably going to take more than Lysol and Robitussin, but we're going to be all right. We're going to go to the doctor, get the right meds, and we're going to be
okay. Get a week off.
Yeah. And we're strong enough right now, right?
Yeah.
But like where this started, you know, there was just a lot of victims that virus could have preyed upon, that could have claimed them. So that's why the body count is a little bit higher than what it should have been if it started in here in the States. Now the fact that it's here is, it's technically a pandemic, but so's the flu, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to shut down Survivor Series because it's in flu season, right? You know, a wrestler might catch it. Well, guess what? You missed your WrestleMania payday, or your Survivor Series payday. But that's it. That's not everybody else. I mean, is it contagious? Yeah. So's the flu.
Yeah. So's mono. So's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Herpes.
Chlamydia. You don't see them taking fucking Lana off of TV, so, you know.
I wouldn't either way.
Hey!
I think I'm at about a 50%. And I say that because there's so many big things that have either already been canceled or soon to be canceled.
Yeah.
The Geneva Auto Show has been canceled. The month and a half worth of dates in Japan for New Japan have been canceled. There's talk that the Olympics could be canceled altogether. Formula One. Damn. If a team can't make it because of travel issues, if one team specifically can't make it, they'll cancel a race because it's not fair to everybody.
Right.
And with Ferrari being in Italy and Italy being a strong presence right now, if Ferrari can't get out, ain't no racing, period.
I mean, so, they could. I mean, now see, okay, we got.
They're talking about doing the Final Four in an empty arena.
Damn. Now, it also depends. What do we mean by canceled? Do we mean...
Not rescheduled. Canceled.
Or moved?
No.
Canceled? Canceled. I'll go down to 25%.
Okay.
Yeah. If we talk about, okay, let's not do it in Tampa. Let's go to, like, you know, Denver instead. We move it. Move it to fucking... Move it to Connecticut.
What the fuck? You crazy motherfucker. Well, there's one thing moving WrestleMania 7 from the Coliseum in Los Angeles to like the Forum, because whether you want to look at it on the business side of low ticket sales or if you want to see it on the safety side as terrorist attacks, because that was when Sergeant Slaughter was an Iraqi sympathizer.
Yeah.
It's still in Los Angeles. You can make that work. You're moving a fucking WrestleMania from one state to the other. Traveling when traveling is the one thing you're not supposed to do through this virus.
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
The reason why is because you cited Tampa has 7 cases right now.
At least.
Right. If Tampa is a hotbed for it, and Tampa is fucked up, and Florida is fucked up, then you can't.
Florida been fucked up.
And you can't travel to Florida. Well, okay, if you can't have Mania in Florida because Florida's under quarantine, well, where do you go? Where can you get something fast? I threw out Denver because in my mind, mile high, cold, so viruses probably have less sustainability there. But then when I thought
Dr. Morales.
When I thought about it further, I said, fucking Connecticut. The reason why is because that's where HQ is. So
there's nothing else in Connecticut.
There's nothing else there, but it's probably going to be easier for them to book something quickly at fucking HQ that's further north, that's in a colder climate. Are they going to lose money out the ass? Yes, the fuck they are. They're going to lose money out the ass, but something's better than nothing. Having Mania on TV, you're still going to get your ad revenue. You may not have a gate, but you'll have ad revenue. See, if you cancel it altogether, because you can't go to Florida, that doesn't make business sense. Okay, cut your losses, move it to somewhere else where you could move in with the quickness, and a place that isn't as affected, somewhere that has 0 cases. Okay, great. You can still get your ad revenue from being on the telly.
Actually, in that aspect that you're offering up, I could see it being a great pilot for a last-minute situation. There was an episode of Raw in Colorado. Raw and SmackDown that was supposed to be in Colorado that WWE had reserved the Pepsi Center because the dates were open. Yeah. The dates were open because their own building of the Denver Nuggets didn't have the faith that they would be in the playoffs. And so when the Nuggets actually made the playoffs, they canceled WWE's booking within like a week or 2 in advance before the show. Yeah. A week or 2 before the show, the week of the show, and at the last minute they wound up moving it to LA. It was half full for Raw, a third full for SmackDown, but they were able to pull it off. This could be a good pilot if WWE is pushed into that corner. Fucking offer it to Fox.
What do you mean offer it to Fox? Fox is in the city.
No. Move WrestleMania to Denver with a month's notice, and if you're not getting pay-per-view buys, fuck it. Get money from Fox. Sell it to Fox, air it live for free on television.
There you go.
Make it happen. What have you got to lose? If you literally have the option of nothing or let's make the best of a situation, that's a pretty good way to make a damn good best out of the situation and get more eyeballs on the product that normally wouldn't. Yeah. I still think that the idea is bananas as fuck, but in a situation like that, you got to explore as many options as you can. Yeah. If it goes that far, again, as of now, they've made the decision that as of yesterday, we're still having WrestleMania still on. But again, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that could change. Speaking of that, got Elimination Chamber. Oh, fuck. Man. I don't know, man.
Need a little bit of the bubbly.
I'm not looking forward to this pay-per-view, dude. I'm not looking forward to this pay-per-view at all. Toss me a Snickers. There's not a male heavyweight championship on the line here.
There's your Snickers.
Thank you.
There was only one in there.
For anyone that's thinking that I am sexist, there is not a female title main eventing this show either. We'll go right to what could possibly be the main event. Elimination Chamber match. 6 women. Winner gets a shot at Becky Lynch at Mania.
Yeah.
Do I need to go down this list or should I just say Shayna Baszler?
Go down the list.
Shayna Baszler, Ruby Riott, Natty Neidhart, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, Asuka. What's your anticipation level?
7.
7. That's average. Okay.
That's 1 for each, except for Asuka. She gets 2.
Domo. Arigato. Domo.
Yeah. I think the easy money betting wise is Shayna. Shayna's gonna win this, but Asuka's been more entertaining the last few weeks,
Months.
Even months, and I think she's reached that I don't give a fuck phase. You know, like I think she got to that point where she was booked as hot shit. All right, cool. Main roster.
Had my moment.
All right. Yeah, I had my moment. Now I'm going up against Charlotte. Okay, I lost to Charlotte, but you know what? I'm still going to be pushed. I'm still going to be pushed. Wait a second. Why are they pushing me? Hold on. You know what? Fuck these motherfuckers. Wait, what's going on? Okay. And like now she's at that part in the stage of grief where she's like, fuck it. And she's going to do whatever she wants to do. And she's going to say whatever she wants to say. The only thing is, she's saying it in Japanese. So most of us don't understand it. But I could tell.
She's pissed.
She's pissed. And she's saying some shit that she probably shouldn't be saying. And I don't know if you've seen any translations. And maybe, did I bring this up last week?
No.
There's one particular video after the contract signing that they had where it was all 6 women turned into a brawl. And it was like backstage and she's just going off in Japanese, right? But somebody like took the time to actually translate what the fuck she was saying. And she was just calling every single girl out and just saying and talking shit about them. Like just saying stupid stuff. Oh, Natty, you're too concerned playing with your cats. And like,
what?
Like, yeah.
So she got a Japanese promo on everybody.
She got a promo on each one of them and like made fun of each one of them.
Nice.
And it was good, you know. So yeah, that's I'm like, yeah, I want to see more translated promos of what Asuka says. Because the easy peasy is just like her catchphrase at the end of a promo that builds up to easy peasy.
Yeah. I love that. Needs to be a shirt. Damn, dude. I'm at a 4 for this. I don't know, man. I think it's too obvious that Shayna's winning this, and that's why I'm so dejected. And It's not because Shayna's winning it. It's all... I think they were up here at Royal Rumble building up to Becky versus Asuka. This is the last debt I have to collect because I tapped out to this girl, and I haven't been the same since I tapped out to this girl. I've had highlights of my career, but they're not valid until I right this wrong of tapping out. And the story built up to it, and Asuka's performance, and everything was up here. And then after that, it just went challenger and cratered. It just... Like, so Becky's supposed to be like a pompous heel now? She had Jerry Lawler's crown on and in the back. We're having a heel versus heel match between Kyrie and Shayna, but we're supposed... And then that same show we're having what you could have saved up as the fucking like the pseudo reuniting of the Riott Squad against the other 3 bitches in the cage, but now you're having all them feud against each other. It just...
Oh, hold up.
That was weird, dude. I'm not liking the build. I think
really?
The thing that's killing me the most out of everything is that I think it's too obvious that Shayna's winning this to get Becky, when I think the better storyline would have been have Ronda come back.
Okay.
Set me straight. Help me.
Let's not concentrate on the obvious. All right. Becky versus Shayna at Mania. Okay, great. Accepted.
I need more water. Tell them. I'm still listening.
Okay. Let's not look at that obvious. I want to address and look at something that you just kind of disrespectfully blew past, which is something that I kind of like. The stuff going on with the Riott Squad. Ruby is going after Liv. We still don't know exactly why. And Sarah is literally playing referee between the two. If you look at that storyline within the Chamber, I think that may be an interesting sub-storyline. Like, yeah, okay, great. You're going to talk about who's going to be the #1 contender, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, none of the Riott Squad are going to win this and be the #1 contender. But I'm interested to see how this Riott Squad angle, or former Riott Squad angle, is going to continue. Because Sarah was always the third fiddle on this team. But Sarah...
She's looking good lately.
She's been looking good lately, and she was playing referee, but she kind of gave it to both of them.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, all right, we still don't have a complete 100% clear answer as to why Ruby Dunn did what she did. Why is Ruby mad at Liv? Like, I mean, she cut a promo kind of alluding to not being respected as a leader. Now she's just concerned with herself. But, I mean, is that enough? And how does Sarah feel about this? Because for a second there, I thought Sarah was going to realign with Ruby, and they were both going to team up against Liv. But that's not what happened. So they're all three separate? What the fuck happened to you guys? What happened? Why are y'all so pissed off at each other? I want to know.
You're concerned?
I'm concerned.
The $64,000 question
is,
who's winning?
This match?
Yeah.
That should be a $200 question. The $200
I got
question.
20 on it.
It's Shayna.
Shayna. Yeah.
Shayna. You didn't even know. You need to phone a friend. That was that gimme where, like, A is dumb, B is dumb, C is trying to be funny but dumb, D is the correct answer. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Let's hop to the other one. 6-man tag match for the SmackDown tag titles.
6-man tag for the SmackDown.
I'm sorry. 6-team Elimination Chamber match.
6-team Elimination Chamber.
Mizmo, Usos, Rudolph, Heavy Machinery, Lucha House Party, New Day. Anticipation level for a tag team Elimination Chamber.
So in the pod, both of the dudes are going to be in there, just hugging and making out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to see Heavy Machinery's claustrophobia just like break out.
This is, man, I'm going to have a weird, I'm going to have to use like an irrational number and a fucking algebra for my anticipation level on this. Because on the one hand,
oh fuck,
it's like,
here we go.
I don't really give a shit about the tag team.
I got a beer for this.
I don't really give a shit about the tag team titles right now. But I really like Heavy Machinery, and I've always liked the New Day. And on the other hand, I think that this is going to be a clusterfuck of a match. You're going to have way too many people in there, and everybody in the pods, and this and that. But on the other hand, it could be a nice car wreck, and if you eliminate teams faster than they could come out of the pods, you don't have to worry about there being too many people in the ring. So they might be able to pull it off. So it might be completely dog shit stupid, or it might be fucking brilliant and show me something I've never seen before. So I don't really know. So like, if X equals Y, I'm at a 4. But if Y equals B plus Z, I'm at like a 9.
Fucking mess. God, dude. What did I give the other one, a 4?
I think so.
Okay. I'm giving this one a 4 too.
Okay.
Help me. I don't give a shit about John Morrison. He's supposed to be the big guy that came back, former champ at Impact, former champ at Lucha Underground. Fuck me, dude. They completely ruined whatever set him apart, you know?
Yeah.
At least okay, so you have Drew.
Yeah.
Let go. Went to Impact. Went to the Indies. Made himself better. Came back to NXT. Proved that he can still go. Now he's main eventing WrestleMania. You could see the evolution in him.
Yeah.
And you saw what he was worth now, so they invested in him. John Morrison did the same thing. He went to acting school. Mm-hmm. You know, he went to Lucha Underground. He went to Impact. He went through the Indies. He went through PWG. He's a lot better all around than he was when he left.
Some could say he was a bigger star than Drew was on the Indies and the Mexico and all that.
You blow a surprise with him by introducing him backstage to a farting church. He gets killed in a cool spot. He gets killed by Brock in the Rumble. And you put him back together with fucking The Miz, who's like recovering from his Bray Wyattism and is now back to his old self again. It just...
And they're probably not going to win.
I'm not watching Heavy Machinery for their wrestling. I'm watching Otis and Mandy whenever I want.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So the heavy machinery in this match does nothing to me.
You know who else doesn't do anything for me?
Lucha House Party. And I'm brown. I'm not supposed to say it. Well, pinche fuck you.
And Ziggler and Roode.
Oh, fuck.
They're still a team? Why? Why were they a team to start off with?
Thank you. Now I'm at a 3. Miz and Morrison retain, I guess. You want to have Morrison go into WrestleMania with a belt. They'll probably be on the pre-show, so nobody will give a shit about that either. Assuming that there is a WrestleMania, because half of us will be dead by then. I mean, I'm not feeling this, dude.
Okay.
You know what? I'll be up front. AEW and NXT are the shows to watch. I don't watch Raw or SmackDown. I don't watch 3 hours of Raw. I don't watch 2 hours of SmackDown. So I don't have the emotional investment that I do in Keith Lee or Tegan Knox versus Dakota Kai or Cody versus fucking MJF or Darby Allin against Gravity or fucking a lot of the shit on AEW. So a lot of this is starting to slowly show. Not to mention that whatever WWE is doing is not helping the situation. We just talked about it before building up to the show about the stuff that they've been doing. And that's starting to come across so far in these 2 chamber matches. I'm not... And I think the other thing is we've had very few, I think maybe only 2 women's Hell in a Cell matches. Or 3.
Hell in a Cell or Chamber?
I mean, chamber. Like 2 or 3 chamber matches. If I had to choose, I would rather watch the women. Like, what are the dudes going to show me in a chamber match that I haven't already seen?
But, well, again, it's the tag team, so they could do something a little bit more innovative. I don't know. Again, that's where it goes back to my math. This could be a complete clusterfuck with too many people in the ring where it's just... You have too many bodies in the way, so you can't do something cool. Or they're going to eliminate people quick enough to where you would see, oh shit, this is like TLC, but fucking way more live. Mm-hmm. You know, this could be badass, but it could suck a big donkey nut.
For shit, it's whatever the shit is that we...
Ferrero Rocher.
Who do you got winning?
New Day? Why
Again? Not? 7! W. I can't even finish the fucking dance, dude.
Remember the Hell in a Cell between the Usos and the New Day? That was a good fucking match.
Wow.
That was a good fucking match.
That was on our match of the year list.
That was a good fucking match. Now, I mean, again, going into WrestleMania season, you want your heavy hitters. They think that the Usos or the New Day are their heavy hitters in the tag team division, so it's got to be one of them two. It's not going to be Mizmo. Okay.
Speaking of, what are we doing here? Strowman defends the Intercontinental title against Nakamura, Zayn, and Cesaro. 3-on-1 handicap match. What the fuck's going on here? You want to hit this?
Nah.
I understand. What's going on? What are we doing?
We're gonna have a mass burial. That's what we're gonna do.
Of who?
Of the three amigos over there. And that sucks. Because I love Nakamura, I love Cesaro, I love Sami Zayn, but when you add all 3 of them together, you get one shitty-ass table.
We're going to have a first here on Houston Wrestling Radio. This is the first time ever that for a Shinsuke Nakamura match, I'm at a 0. I have no fucks to give at all about this. None. I think Nakamura's... I think it was ballsy for WWE to try to make a heel character out of Nakamura that has the resume that he does of being so good a wrestler. But I think it just... I don't think it's working with Zayn. A part of me thinks that if you're bringing all this talent over that we know what they can do, I would make them do what they're good at. I wouldn't have Bobby Lashley fucking people's wives. I wouldn't have Nakamura in these fucking stupid matches with instruments. The Symphony of Destruction. Oh, great. One person in backstage listens to Megadeth. Congratulations. I don't know what the fuck. I'm at a fucking 0, dude. I don't care. I don't. None.
You know what? It's very rare that this also happens on Houston Wrestling Radio. But I'm going to not only agree with you, but I'm also going to give a match a 0 anticipation level. I don't do that very often. I don't give zeros a whole lot, but I'm at a 0. I don't want this match to happen. On top of the fact that that they booked this trio terribly, right? On top of that fact, this is a singles championship match of one guy versus 3. So what the fuck are the rules for this? So what if Sami Zayn wins, who's been a manager recently? So Sami Zayn, the manager, is the winner? Or is it all 3 of them? Are we all the Intercontinental Champions?
Or is it for Team Captain Nakamura?
Yeah. Like, does he win it for Nakamura? Well, what if Cesaro wins it for Nakamura? Okay, well,
maybe Cesaro wants it, and we get Cesaro Nakamura. All right.
Okay, cool. That'll surprise me. But you know what? Based off of the track record, but based off of the track record of what they do with these types of matches, I cannot come to expect the unexpected. I can't come to say that, oh God, the possibilities are endless. All I could say is, oh yeah, the big guy in the 3-on-1 match is gonna win, especially if it's for his belt that's supposed to go to only one person. They don't like to muck up those waters and create those interesting scenarios that could possibly happen. So no, that shit ain't gonna go down. So yeah, Braun's obviously gonna win this. And Braun's obviously going to squash all 3 of these super talented fucking guys that are indie darlings that we want all 3 of them to actually succeed and be more than what they've been. Mm-hmm. God damn, they've done Claudio Castagnoli so bad. Yeah. Cesaro, he had a bright spot or 2 or 3 here and there. But man, ever since We the People, maybe? Like, what the fuck is Cesaro
The only
done?
diamond in the rough from Cesaro is go back to the last NXT takeover and watch Cesaro versus Ilya Dragunov. That was like the light at the end of the tunnel, even though you're going opposite of the light. Yeah. That's the last flutter that Cesaro has had. I don't care, dude.
Yeah.
Street Profits against Rollins and Buddy. Rematch. Again, another match for the Raw Tag Team titles. What'd you think of Street Profits winning the titles on Raw?
I liked it.
Did you like the fact that everybody was trying to get on freaking Montez Ford and everybody ignored Angelo Dawkins like he had the corona?
What do you mean?
When they went in the crowd to celebrate, nobody gave a fuck about Angelo. Everybody went to Montez.
I didn't notice that, but
all right. I did.
You did?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
okay. I'm king of rejection here. I know what it feels like. Oh. So I know what it looks like. And I saw it. I saw it. Marty Jannetty got hosed again.
Oh, that's sad. I like them. I like them both.
It's a running theme. I'm at a 4. We've already had this match like, what, twice, 3 weeks? I want to go back and watch Montez versus Seth one-on-one. I heard that was good. But they've had this match before already, and then we had the match on Raw, and now that the Street Profits have the titles, we're going to have this match again. Can I just raise my hand and say that we don't need this pay-per-view? I've said this before. I don't mind you going to Saudi, Australia, Japan, Antarctica, wherever. 12 pay-per-views is enough. We just had one last week. Yeah. And we're reviewing another one. Hence why we don't have a male heavyweight title defended on this card. Again, not being discriminatory. There's not a woman's main event title being defended on this show either.
Yeah.
This is unnecessary. They should have just had Elimination Chamber in Saudi. They should have. Why make up these stupid names that don't really make that much sense? Just embrace the... Dude, UFC doesn't make any crazy-ass shit when they go to Brazil. They just have UFC number 216. It's in Brazil. UFC number 247 is in London. UFC number 302 is in Tokyo. It's part of the fucking thing. They don't do UFC para los brasilianos, güey. Like, no, like, what the fuck? Just include it with the fucking schedule. This is, like... I know we have a show to do. I kind of don't even want to finish going over this fucking card. Like Andrade, we're getting Andrade versus Carrillo. Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
We're getting Styles versus Aleister Black, no DQ. Oh, hey, didn't we just see that 6 days ago?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Like, I'm almost done.
Didn't we just? Yeah, we just talked about that. How I do want to see Styles versus Aleister Black with them both at 100%. I don't want to see.
But it's no disqualification, so you know it's going to happen.
Yeah, the rest of the OC is going to.
And Aleister has no friends because he's dark and brooding and Jon Snow in pro wrestling. Yeah. So couldn't we have just got this on Raw? Couldn't we have just gotten the payoff on Raw and not have this pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Do you want to keep going? You got to pick for...
Was there anything else that wasn't even halfway?
No, that's it. Six matches so far. That's it.
Okay.
Maybe they'll surprise us with something tomorrow on SmackDown. But by then, what?
Damn.
Who you got winning? Prophets or the religious people?
I hope the Prophets win.
Yeah, that's easy.
The Prophets are the religious people. Yeah, but I hope the Prophets win because, dude, that hot potato, that would be bullshit.
Pick a Mexican.
Cien. Andrade.
Styles or Black?
Styles. He's got to get a receipt for laying down to the Undertaker.
Well, he already got his receipt. He beat Aleister Black, the guy that was undefeated on Raw. This ends with Aleister winning.
You think so?
Because the Undertaker comes out. And that's how we get whatever they end up giving us. Overall, Elimination Chamber.
4.
Did you happen to watch the first season of Dark Side of the Ring?
I watched like 3 or 4 episodes. I watched several of them. I liked it. It was very educational, even for somebody like me that follows wrestling a lot. The Bruiser Brody episode, I didn't know a whole lot about it. Like, I knew just rudimentary stuff. Well, Bruiser Brody was this wrestler. He was pretty cool. And then he got stabbed. Okay, great. But I didn't know, like, all the shit that was involved with that match. Or not the match, but his incident. Yeah, his incident. I was like, oh, okay. Gino Hernandez. Oh, I didn't know shit about Gino.
I just rewatched that yesterday.
I didn't know nothing about Gino.
And that's World Class Championship. That's Texas. You should know that.
I should. But
he wrestled here too. You should have known that.
I should, but I did it before my time.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it. Yeah. You know, but that was very educational. Of course, the Brett stuff, I knew all about that. But it was just nice seeing it from a different angle, getting other perspectives. The Moolah stuff, I kind of knew about some of the Moolah stuff, but not a lot. But Moolah's, okay, use a bitch. Yeah, so it was all interesting stuff, man. Yeah, I enjoyed the documentary series.
Season 2 is coming out at the end of this month.
I heard.
We're starting off with a 2-parter, the Chris Benoit story. That one, man. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to make it.
No, I want to make it. I want to see that. I want to see how far they go down the rabbit hole of, was it really just him? Was it really just his noggin? Was it, PEDs that made his noggin? Is it the headbutts? Or are they going to go fucking the Kevin Sullivan route? What are they going to do, man? I really want to see how they go. Because we haven't seen a full-on out investigatory, full-depth documentary really probing. And I think the last few episodes of season 1, they show that they really probed and they really got a lot. So I want to see what they actually say and what they can actually come up with. Because, man, there's so many conspiracy theories out there about it being Kevin Sullivan. It puts the 9/11 conspiracy theories to shame,
Emotionally, as a fan, I'm going to try my best, man, but I'm pessimistic, dude. I don't know if I can get through it. I mean, this is me personally. I was at that Beaumont show the night before.
I was at the Night of Champions.
Waiting for the wrestlers to come out on the back of the Ford Park on the side and asking them, hey, where's Benoit? And because the main event was supposed to be Benoit versus Edge. And it wound up being Edge versus Ric Flair. Mm-hmm. And by then, we had no idea how far along the whole thing had happened.
Yeah,
we're at Night of Champions. My ex-wife, at the time we were dating, she got me 6th row on the floor behind the commentator's desk. And I'm like chomping at the bit. I can't remember the last time when I was in that time that I was chomping at the bit for a dream match. Chris Benoit versus fucking CM Punk.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that. And
Morrison took his spot, right?
Yeah, Nitro at the time.
Okay.
And then the next night was probably one of the most awkwardest Raws ever because it's from an empty arena in Corpus Christi. Vince McMahon's the only one in the ring, and it goes from somber to sick because people are praising him. You know, Chavo Guerrero's like bawling over him, all the guys in the beginning, and then towards the end, Regal and Triple H, and the shit start hitting the fan. But now, by the end of the show, people are smelling it. Right before they show Chris Benoit, Triple H, Shawn Michaels triple threat from Mania 20, they're showing his home runs, his highlights in the WWE. And then that next show on Tuesday on ECW, where Vince came out and was like, nah, player, we're not playing.
Not gonna talk about him at all.
We're done. Again. We don't make monsters here. We make heroes, and that guy's a fucking monster. We ain't got time. Dude,
that was
being as invested as I was, being on locations that he should have been at.
Yeah.
It really hindered my fanness of professional wrestling. Like it pushed me to the point where I second guessed whether I should continue watching wrestling.
Yeah.
At that time, I'd already driven to California for WrestleMania 21. I was making plans to do WrestleMania 24 in Orlando, driving out the other coast to go to 24. But after that, I was seriously considering if I was still going to be a wrestling fan after that.
Yeah.
You know, it really questioned my judgment. So I'm going to try my best to watch it. There's no guarantee I'll make it through both episodes. There's other things on here. They're going to talk about the Road Warriors.
That's going to be a good one.
Especially with Animal still alive. He'll give some real good insight on it.
That's going to be a good one.
The Brawl for All concept.
Yeah.
If you guys need a primer, Bruce Pritchard did an episode on something to wrestle with in the catalog about Brawl for All. Dino Bravo.
What happened with Dino Bravo? I
don't know about Dino Bravo either, so I'll be learning just like you are.
Okay. I remember he was a wrestler back in the 80s.
One that I'm interested in, they're going to do an episode on New Jack. New Jack, dude. Most likely the incident in ECW where a kid lied about his age and he wound up dying from the injuries that he got in the ring, and New Jack was I forget what it's called, Subway something, but there's a name for that incident. And and just New Jack's fucking career, his forehead's like fucking hamburger meat, fucking Dusty Rhodes tribute and shit, and all the crazy shit New Jack's done. Jimmy Snuka, they're doing an episode on Jimmy Snuka. That's gonna be hard.
That's gonna be interesting.
And there's gonna be an episode about a ref, Dean or Bean something, ref that was found dead, covered in lube. There's a weird story about that. I've been reading pieces of it online, but there's a really weird story about this ref that they're going to do an episode on. I think it's 9 episodes total for season 2.
Okay.
And the first one starts at the end of March. I'm in documentary mode right now, man. I don't know if you've been watching Ruthless Aggression on the network.
Nah.
Fuck.
I wanted to watch it, but then I got turned off before I ever turned it on.
Why?
Because I saw people talking about it online on Facebook, and they're like, well, there's a lot of revisionist history there.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather remember it the way I remember it from then, of that not being the best era, than try to, like, watch Vince try to polish a turd and make people feel nostalgia from, oh my god, this was such a great era and time. It's like, nah, the Ruthless Aggression era is the equivalent of the New Generation era after the boom of the 80s and then the boom of
early 90s, before Steve Austin.
Yeah, the boom of the
that gap between Hogan and Austin.
Yeah, which is this is very tough for a Bret Hart fan to say. That was when Bret Hart was on the top of the world, but that era just fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like, it was after the Hogan, but it was before the Attitude Era. So this era after the Attitude was terrible.
You fed Bret Hart Hakushi. You fed him fucking
Bastion Booger,
Jerry Lawler,
Yokozuna. I mean,
Isaac
Yokozuna was
Yankem.
Cool.
Isaac Yankem.
It's like, Bret was badass.
Diesel.
Bret was badass. Shawn was badass.
The early Shawn stuff was good. WrestleMania 12.
But everything else through that era in WWE kind of sucked. And that's kind of what I grew up on, you know?
There's details in there that I like. I had no idea how close to finished John Cena would have been had he not started rapping. I had no idea about the Mark Jindrak stuff being in Evolution.
I did. You didn't know that? He was supposed to be in Evolution.
Yeah. I wish the Evolution episode went into a little bit more detail about, again, because I'm that person, how they got Motorhead to come back and do the theme song. That theme song is a thing in Evolution. Like, you hear that opening riff, Evolution is a mystery. Dude, you're already hyped.
Yeah.
And a part of that is Lemmy and Motorhead. I wanted to get some info on that. They acknowledge Orton RKOing somebody to be the youngest champion, but they don't talk about Orton becoming the youngest champion because Lesnar had left and they didn't want to leave Lesnar that title of being the youngest champ. So there's a lot of things that they're like scrubbing away that I know that I wish they would acknowledge, but they're giving me in return things that I didn't know from a perspective, and just new video from like fucking fucking Bruce Pritchard and Corny and fucking Bischoff and shit like that, and Hogan. Hogan talking about Lesnar, you know, The Rock putting over how he wanted to be with the Evolution match at Mania 20. There's a couple more episodes to go. I was hoping they would do an episode on the SmackDown 6. You know,
SmackDown 6?
Benoit, Edge, Angle, the guy, Batista, Undertaker, the guys that made SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
When they did that brand split and SmackDown was raping Raw in the ratings. Yeah. There's 6 guys, that core 6 that made that happen. I'm not sure if they're gonna touch on that, but the documentary feels so far is holy shit though. The one thing that eclipses all that, if there's one thing on your must-watch list before Elimination Chamber or during Elimination Chamber, the 24 episode on R-Truth.
Oh yeah?
Oh.
That good? I mean, how good could it possibly be?
I'm going to say it right now. R-Truth better not retire from the WWE without a heavyweight title run after that documentary. Watch that documentary. Bet. Watch that documentary and you're going to be like, this motherfucker better have a run before he's gone.
Wow.
Watch it. Fucking watch it, man. It's good. It's good stuff.
Okay.
Unless you got anything else, bro, that's a show.
Man, that's it. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy. And wash your hands, you nasties.
Or suck ass. Either one of the two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.